Hi, my name is Melanie Chacon with TooeleTV, and I am here with Jane Autry, and she's an artist, and her art is on show tonight with the Stansbury Art and Literary Society. Jane, thanks for joining us. Jane, can you tell us about your artwork that you have on display?
I'd love to. Living out here by the Great Salt Lake and driving by it has just inspired so much of my art. And many years ago when we first moved out here, I just knew someday I had to do a series, and I finally did. I called it Saltaire Sunrise and Sunset, and then have done a lot of sunrises and sunsets to go with that, and that's just one of my series of artwork. But it's been a lot of fun to do the series, and I don't know, it's just such a beautiful area.
It is. It really is, and your artwork is beautiful. So have you always been an artist, like from the time you were little? Did you always draw really well or paint?
You know, that is a really good question. I'm one of the weird ones. It wasn't till I was a junior in high school that I took my first art class. Wow. And I was so intimidated and scared with all the other kids in there going, oh no, I don't know what I'm doing. But the process, the tools that they gave me, I couldn't believe I could do it. I got so excited. It's like, I can do art, I can do art. And that was when I decided I always knew I wanted to be a teacher, but I didn't know what I wanted to teach until I took that art class. And then it was very clear to me. And from there on, I'm an artist. I'm so excited I'm an artist.
That's really cool. Yeah. So then, from then, you decided that you wanted to be an art teacher?
Yes. And as I taught art, and as I taught about all the famous artists, I started to want to be famous. I mean, I just had to leave a name behind. I had to do something. And so I graduated from high school in May. Well, I really retired, but I call it graduated. And now I'm a full-time artist, and I'm just having a ball with that.
That's great. So I read on your website that you wanted to paint all of the LDS temples in the world, and I did my research, and that there's 143 operating temples, and I'm sure there's more in construction and more being thought of. So how are you doing with that?
I have 5 temples right now on my easel, on my easels in my art studio at home that are all very near completion. So I'm making headway.
Wow, that's great. Do you think that you'll actually do that goal, you'll attain it?
God willing.
It's a big one, but that's really cool. That's fun. So why do you paint?
Why not?
Ooh.
Because I can. Because I can. And the more I paint, the better I get, and the more I love it. And there's never enough time in a day to do all of the painting that I want to do. I'm fighting every day for those hours that I want to spend in my art studio after I get all the other stuff done that people have to do. Yeah. You know, like eat and sleep and clean the house. I just want to paint.
That's a great answer. So what kind of things do you paint? What's your specialty?
Well, obviously right now my specialty is LDS temples. That's my theme for now. But I love to paint portraits. I do commissioned portraits. Some of my temples are commissioned by brides and grooms who want their portrait in front of the temple they're going to be married in. That's what funds my business right now. So I love to do those. I do still life. I love landscapes. I love to go out and paint on location with my friends. And you know, when I get a temple going, I need landscape around it. And I got people going on in there. And so I really paint anything and everything.
That's awesome. So something great that you told me is that I can't paint or draw for the life of me. But you said if you have an idea, then tell me and I can paint it for you, right? So for our viewers, if they have an idea and someone cannot paint like me, they can call you up or find you where?
I am all over the web. You can find me by typing in Jane Autry. And I'm on Facebook, and I'm on Pinterest, and I'm on Instagram, and I'm on them all. And I have 2 different websites, one for prints and one for original artwork, and they're linked to each other. So it's really, really easy to find me that way. I do love to paint. And I love to paint commissions because I love to work with people. Okay. I really enjoy working with people and pleasing them and finding something that really works for them.
And you also do photography, is that right?
Photography was an accident.
Oh.
I started taking photography to help me with my art, with my paintings. And I got so good at it, I ended up teaching photography for 10 years in the high school level, and really love to do it, and I'm good at it, but it's not my focus.
Okay. Your focus is painting.
Yes, my focus is painting. I love to oil paint and watercolor.
Got it.
That's my biggest focus.
All right. So we can find you on the web, Jane Autry. Thank you so much for joining us today and for sharing your artwork with us. It's beautiful, and we'll have some pictures up so they can see them.
Awesome. Thank you so much.